Comrades, today is history making. To our knowledge, no other workforce has taken unprotected industrial action for Palestine. But we do want to acknowledge our friends at the Foundation for Young Australians. I'm not sure if they're here today, who did actually walk off the job last month. In doing this today, we are responding to calls from Palestinian trade unionists who have asked for workers around the world to stand up and take action. I'm just going to read a little bit from the statement from the Federation of Palestinian Trade Unions from back in October. Palestinian trade unions call on our counterparts internationally and all people of conscience to end all forms of complicity with Israel's crimes. The time for action is now. Palestinian lives hang in the balance. The urgent genocidal situation can only be prevented by a mass increase of global solidarity with the people of Palestine that can restrain the Israeli war machine. Today we're heeding that call. We as workers have the power to say we will not be complicit in genocide and we won't go on with business as usual while thousands are being slaughtered.
I chose to work in the community legal centre sector to ensure that the voices of the most vulnerable among us are heard. Yet I stand before you today deeply troubled by the deafening silence when it comes to Palestine. As individuals dedicated to justice, we cannot turn a blind eye to the suffering of the Palestinian people. We find ourselves in a perplexing situation where the community legal centres, champions of justice for the vulnerable, stand in silence. It is disheartening to witness the very institution that should be at the forefront of defending human rights, choosing silence in the face of egregious violations. Shame.
I want to say grab a good chance right now. Now I want to talk about how many get killed since we start walking around the city until now. Because the numbers become just numbers for us, we become numb. I'm urging everybody to not take drugs and become numb for the killers, for the number of deaths, for the women, for the information you hear. The situation is getting a lot worse per minute. It's not easier. If we were too much involved with it in the very beginning, we should be involved with it right now. Because at this minute, not only the bombs being sent from USA, from England, from Germany, from Australia, killing, is the siege, never been presented in the history. Is the food, cannot be entered. Is the water. Is the starvation. Is the medicine, not going to them. That's what's killing them every single day. If you think no one cared about the system back in Palestine, there's millions of Palestinians around the world now.
Palestine will be free!